First call, Class 3, Cameron Hardy.
Good afternoon here to everybody here at the show, and it's a really nice way to start off our heifer show and in the Charolais female show. The female that I'm going to use to win this class, I think ties the most together for me. I think one that's very smooth built. She's long and elegant necked. She's long-sided. Female that's maybe not as stout of bone as the two that come behind her, but I think that she has the most elegance and smooth built female when the way you look at the way she ties in from her heart into her shoulder and into her neck. The female that comes next, I think, is a combination on the two of the cider. I think one that's big boned and is smooth jointed. One that I think's long-sided and big bellied, and I really appreciate that about her. I just like her to get out and flex her hock just a little bit more for me here today in this particular class. And then the female that comes next, I think one that I really appreciate the rugged stoutness and power. You get behind her and you love just the mass and substance and stoutness in terms of muscle, and I like how she gets out and goes. Just one I just like to smooth up in that heart and shoulder and the way she ties that front 1/3 together.
Now entering the ring, we have Class 2 Charolais, Ellie Henson. Results from Class 1, first place, Tavon Taylor. Second place, Ellie Henson. Third place, Barrett Henson. Cameron Hardy, this is your second call for your high percentage key. Avery South, this is your first call for high percentage key.
Here in our second class of Charlotte females and a single entry female that it'll be nice to get her back out here in some competition. One that is long spine, is really elegant as she gets out on the move. One that we come back and I like the way she's designed up in her hip. She's square up in her hip and is high out to that tailhead and square up from hooks to pins. And it goes down, it correlates at the ground with the way she sets her hind leg down and really gets off. And I really appreciate the way that she moves and reaches off of her front end. A nice place in this single entry class. Young lady's done a really good job.
The winner of our Charlet Summer Yearling class goes to Ellie Henson. We're now showing for our overall Charlet champion. From Class 1, we have Tavon Taylor, and Class 2, Ellie Henson. Avery South, Tatum South, and Tatum Rhodes. Please be making your way to the makeup area. Avery South, Tatum South, and Tatum Rhodes.
Out here for our champion Charlotte female. If you would give these young exhibitors a round of applause. They've done a very good job. Not huge in numbers, but really good in quality. The young man's female that won the first class, I just thought was an elegant, smooth-made maternal female. I'm a guy who comes back from a maternal cow family, and I do this for a living. I enjoy it, and I think she has a lot of good things to offer. Like I said, she's smooth built, she's elegant, she reaches, she sets down her feet and legs very well, and I like how she's designed in her hocks and her joints and her pasterns, and just the softness and flexibility. She wants to get a little bit round up in that hip and out to her tailhead, but I think that comes when she has some natural muscle and power. So it was a nice place to start off that first class. The single entry female that come out of our next class, and I thought this is a heifer that could definitely withstand some competition. I liked her length of spine, I liked her square hip, I liked her high tailhead. I thought she sat down on a nice hind leg. She's long-sided. So I'm going to go ahead and use the young man's female that won the class here to win the Charlotte females and get her respective second out here.
Ellie Henson, could we please have your second place Class 1 Charlotte enter the ring?
Oh, the female that was second in that class, it was alongside a big, stout, powerful female. I thought she was big boned and stout footed. I thought the female offered a lot of good qualities. I just wanted to maybe ever so slightly change her in the way she was designed in her passer and the way she reached off her hind end. But I think that female has a lot of good qualities to offer. The stoutness, the power, the length of spine. She's good in that center portion of her body. She's going to go ahead and be reserved Charolais female in the breed.
Congratulations to your champion Charolais exhibitor, Tavon Taylor, and reserve champion Ellie Henson. Now entering the ring, we have our high percentage key heifer shown by Cameron Hardy.
Southern State Community College celebrates 50 years of educating our community. From humble beginnings, Southern State has evolved to become a cornerstone of accessible education, offering flexible learning that includes a growing number of online classes and fully online programs. Southern State Community College empowers you to succeed quickly with a very affordable tuition rate when compared to many four-year institutions. Call 800-628-7722 or apply online at sscc.edu.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
A single entry female, but a really nice female. One that I think has loads of quality here in our Key Heifer show. Female that you get behind her, and I really like when you start down at the ground. She's got good base width, skeletal width under her. All 4 feet point north and forward. She's very angular. She's very square built. She's stout and powerful, and has the amount of muscle and power that I'm looking for. And I love when you get on top of her that you look down through her top and she maintains it the whole way down through the top side of her blade. And then when you get on the profile, female that's up-headed and gives you a nice look. One that's very balanced and like I said, has some power, and she gets out and moves very well. A nice place in the single entry class. Very nice job, young lady.
Congratulations to Cameron Hardy with her first place high percentage key spring yearling. Now entering the ring, we have high percentage key junior yearling shown by Avery South.
Another next class of our key females here, and Heifer's just a little auntie. She's out here by herself in a single entry class, but a nice big volume female. I love the capacity and dimensions that this female has, that center portion of her body, the depth of body that she has, and she has that depth of body and volume, but as she gets around the ring is very, very sound. It doesn't restrict her in her movement. She gets out and she covers her tracks and goes. A female that's really nice, long-necked and clean and good-headed. It's a nice place here in a single entry class. The young lady gets her stopped and set up. She gives you a really, really nice look there on the profile. Very feminine female and a nice way to go out through this class.
Congratulations to Avery South, placing first in the Key Junior Yearling Show. We're now showing for the overall high percentage key. From Class 1, we have Cameron Hardy, and Class 2, we have Avery South.
Out here in our key champion drive, and two females out here in the breed, but two respective females that I think have lots of quality. And the female that won the first class is one that I thought was stout and powerful in terms of muscle and the definition and shape she has. She did it in a square package. She's square-hipped and long-sided and good-looking. It was a really nice place in that class. She had some things that I desired and I look for in a female. Why still maintain that maternal capabilities? The female that won the next class I thought was a big-bodied, deep-sided female, sound, maternal, long-necked, one that gave you a good look when she gets stepped on the profile. I know that there are two different sizes in age, but she may just not have the amount of muscle that I'm looking for in comparison to the one in front of her. Two females that I think will have a lot to offer in the future, not only in the show ring, but also out in the pasture and breeding. The female that won the first class is going to go ahead and be your breed champion. The female that won the second class is going to be reserved.
Congratulations to our champion key, Cameron Hardy, and our reserve champion key, Avery South. Now entering the ring, we have our low percentage key class, Addison Moran.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
When they call in all those old places full
Oh, a very nice way to start off our low-key female show, and I really like the way that this female's designed in the front 1/3 of her body. I like that she's smooth-shouldered in her U-neck, the way she ties into her neck, and the length of her neck, and the way that her head and ears are designed. It's a very maternal, feminine look. She gets out when she goes. She reaches out her front end really, really well. A female that you get back and you just appreciate the body and the belly there that she has in that middle third of her body. So, and she does it in a very, very nice feminine package, like I said. So a nice way to start off our low-key show.
Congratulations to our Kia Nia Spring Calf, shown by Addison Moran. Now entering the ring, Low Key Junior Calf, shown by Tatum South. If we could also have Presley McQueen bring her Hereford, and Katie Brassos bring her miniature Hereford to the makeup area, please.
Here in our next class, the low female show, and a female that comes out here that is just really rugged and powerful and stout. I get up on top of her, and you just like the raw meat and power. You get up on her, and she just has all sorts of shape up in that center portion of her back, and she stays wide up in her back. And you get behind her, and you just love the muscle up high and down in that lower quarter. And she's big-footed and big-boned, and a really nice, stout, powerful way to have this single entry class here. And we'll see what she looks like when she gets out with some of the others.
Winner Tatum South for the Low Key Junior Calf. Now entering the ring, Tatum Rhodes.
In our next class, low-key females. Female that is big, square-hipped. You get up on top of her, and I like how she's designed from hooks to pins. I do like it when cattle run maybe ever so slightly downhill just a little bit, and they're a little bit higher in that tail head. Female that I think is good-footed and good-boned. I really like the way her underline is designed. She's very proportional and balanced, and I think just a practical female. A female that could do some producing down the road for this young man and generate some money for him down the road as he gets her bred right. Whether she has a bull or a heifer, but a really nice job that this young man's done with this female.
Class winner, Tayden Rhodes for low key. Now entering the ring, Evan Young. First call for Kenley Klein and Ashley Rogers with their mains.
Our next class of females, a low-key female that's a really, really sound, elegant female. I think she kind of screams brute cow at you. She's really long-hipped and long-sided with that. She's still powerful, maintains a very good depth of body, and keeps her proportional and balanced. I think she gets out and reaches off of both ends very well for being that long spine, and sometimes that can be hard to do. But like I said before, I think it's a broody, cowy female. This young man has done a good job maintaining and feeding along the way. Awesome job, young man. If you would, put your hands together for these kids here in our low-key drive. There's 4 females out there, and I think 4 females that offer you some good qualities. Ones that I do think, though, if you looked at me and said they're way different, I would agree with that. They're just different in their types and kinds and their makeups, and that doesn't make anything right or wrong. There's use for all different types of cattle in different situations, and you know, whether in the show ring or after the show ring. So I think it was a very nice breed. I think there's, like I said, some differences, and those are just the things that make this fun. The female that won the first class, I thought, was one that was just in that front third of her body, was just really elegant and good looking. She gave you a really good look. She's up-headed. She's smooth-shouldered with maintaining some power. I like the way she was designed in that center body cavity and the depth of body she gave you and the way she reached out of her front end. I thought the female that won the second class, I thought was one that was stout and powerful, big top, big bodied. You gotta love the foot and bone that this young female has under. She puts down her hind leg really nice for being that stout footed and stout bone. She's good in her joints and in her hocks and the way that their leg is designed. The female that won the next class I thought was a good square hipped, high tail-headed female, one that I thought had loads of volume and body. I like the way that her underline's designed. I thought a female that was just practical and functional and is something that is needed as you know as you go on producing wise. And then the female that won the next class I thought was broody, cowy, stout, and powerful. She was long-sided, but I thought she was a brute, cowy female. And with being long-sided, I thought that she did get out and she tracked really well and reached. And sometimes that is hard to do for cattle that you know maintain having stoutness, but and length of spine. It becomes a little bit harder for you to cover your stride. So I think she does that awesomely, and I think that these kids have done a good job, whether you're just starting out feeding your calf or your project and getting here, or you're maintaining ones that are older. Each thing gives you different degrees of difficulty, and you know it's just going through the process and getting your cattle the way they need to be on show day. So good job here by you guys. I'll go out here in a second and I'll get you a Grand and Reserve.
Grand Champion, Tayden Rhodes. Reserve Champion, Addison Moran. Now entering the ring, Presley McQueen.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Single entry heifer here, and she'll be champion heifer in your Hereford show. A female that I think is just big, wide, long spine, wide topped. One that is wide hipped and wide pinned, and that's impressive when you get back there. One that you look down and you see that power and stoutness, but then they maintain it back to their pin set and out to their tail head. One that I just think balances up very well is broody and cowy and gets out and is very elegant and sound. I like the way she travels. I like the way she looks while she's on the move traveling. That's also important when you have a show heifer, and they don't only look good on the standstill but on the move as well.
Now entering the ring, Katie Brassel with Minnie Hefford. Maintainers, please make your way to the makeup arena. Cameron Hardy, Tanner Rhodes, Chase McAllister.
Here in our mini Hereford show, and a young lady has a very maternal female. One that the way she transitions from the middle of her, that middle third of her body. I like the way that her heart and her forerib is designed, and how it lays into her shoulder, not just down low, but up high too. And that top side of her blade and the way it ties into her neck. Like I said, I think it's a maternal sound female that just offers really nice breeding possibilities and capabilities for this young lady. Young lady's done a nice job feeding this female.
Now entering the ring, Kinley Klein with Hermaine. Second call for Cameron Hardy and Tanner Rhodes and Chase McAllister. First call for Colton Davis, Emery Simpson, and Lena Zermely.
Here in our main show, a really nice, young, attractive, high mane heifer here. One that is really elegant. I like the way that she's designing that bottom side of her chest and the way it ties in. She's up-headed and gives you a really cool, long, elegant look to her. She's flat-shouldered. She's long-bodied. One that's big-boned and big-footed for one at that age and gets out and goes really, really well. She flexes and grabs ground and is designed very, very nicely. A nice place to start this show.
Class winner, Kenley Klein. Now entering the ring, Ashley Rogers.
Another single entry here in our main show, and a heifer that just screams raw, robust, power, stoutness. When you just look at this heifer in terms of her stoutness, in terms of muscle and power and definition, you really, really like it. And I know that some people might say, well, it comes in a rounder package. Well, the last time I checked, muscle's not very square. And so you have to be able to accept sometimes when they're made a little bit rounder and to just really appreciate the muscle and definition and power this female has down her top, and you get behind her in that lower quarter and stifle area. I think a female that it gets out and goes pretty well for having that much muscle. So I just really, really like that amount of muscle and power that this female carries with her, and still does it, and pretty much in a breeding maternal female package. So it's a nice way for this class to go.
Class winner, Ashley Rogers. Now they are showing for the main Anjou. It's Kenley Klein and Ashley Rogers. Last call for Lena Zermely for the maintainers, and first call for the Shorthorn Purebred.
If you would put your hands together for these kids out here. There's only 2 in this division, but it's a really, really nice division. 2 females out here that I think are complete opposites, and like I said before, that's okay. You got to just kind of determine what you like the best and what suits you. And I'm not going to tell you that you're right and wrong. I think that nowadays, in things that have to do with cattle and non-cattle in this world, I think we can all agree to disagree. Over the past few months, I think we were taught that a long time ago as kids, that if we have differences of opinions, that maybe we should be able to talk it out instead of taking other circumstances or ways to handle things. I just think in terms of the one that won the second class, it's a female that's big, stout, powerful. She's soft, she's easy doing, she's she's soft-bodied. And I appreciate a lot of things about that female. And I just... to carry your power and stoutness like that, yeah, like I said in class, it comes in a little bit of a rounder shape, but it's going to when you have that amount of muscle and power. Maybe she's not as tricked out as the one that won the first class. The female that won the first class is just ultra long spine, good looking, elegant, maternal. She's super, super sound. Is she as soft and easy doing as the one in front of her? No, and I do appreciate about that one, but I also do appreciate this one's. I really, really love the maternal head and neck and those characteristics she carries, and I do really, really appreciate soundness. So like I said, I don't know that maybe I changed your opinion at all. I appreciate things about both of these females, but I'm probably going to go ahead for me, and I'm going to go ahead and use the young lady's heifer that won the first class to win the division, and then the female that won the second class to be reserved.
Grand champion Maine on Jew, Kinley Klein. Reserve champion Ashley Rogers. Now entering the ring, maintainers Cameron Hardy, Tanner Rhodes, and Chase McAllister.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
Second call for Shorthorn Purebreds, Madeline Jodry in the holding arena.
1 week